Are you looking for the best iPad keyboards? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best iPad keyboards on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Logitech Combo Touch. The Combo Touch range were all very similar, simply varying in size to accommodate different iPad models and the different types of smart connector that Apple has introduced over the years. However, the new 2024 edition has had a bit of a redesign and is available for the latest 11-inch and 13-inch iPad Air and iPad Pro with M2 and M4 processors that were launched in May this year. It still retains the detachable, two-piece design of previous models, with a separate case and keyboard panel. You can use the iPad in the case without the keyboard, just to provide some extra protection when you're holding the iPad in your hands or carrying it around, and there's a cutout section on the case that leaves room to attach an Apple Pencil. The case also has an adjustable stand that will allow you to sit back and watch video while the iPad sits on a desk or table. When you're ready to do some work, you can simply use the smart connectors on the case to attach the keyboard panel and start typing. That's business as usual for the Combo Touch keyboards, but these redesigned models for 2024 are quite a bit lighter than their predecessors. The keyboards for the 11-inch and 13-inch iPad Air weigh 495G and 686G respectively, and as with Apple's new Magic Keyboard, the iPad Pro version is even lighter, at 474G for the 11-inch model and 660G for the 13-inch model. The trackpad on these new keyboards is larger as well, which makes it easier to use multi-finger gestures for tasks such as zooming in on photos, or flicking from one photo to another. The keyboard feels firm and responsive, and there have been some changes to the function keys as well. The keys that previously activated the on-screen keyboard in search have been replaced with keys for capturing screenshots and using Siri or dictation, and the key that used to lock the iPad screen now switches to Do Not Disturb mode. So while it might not have the luxurious materials and build quality of the new Apple Magic Keyboard, the Combo Touch for 2024 provides a lightweight and versatile keyboard/case combo at a considerably lower price than its Apple rival. At number 2. ESR Rebound 360. Most keyboards designed for the iPad stick with a conventional landscape, horizontal, design, but ESR's competitively priced Rebound 360 has a handy trick up its sleeve as it allows you to place the iPad in either landscape or portrait, vertical, mode. The Rebound 360 is available in a variety of sizes, including models for the 2024 11-inch and 13-inch iPad Pro and iPad Air, and ESR also provides US and UK keyboard layouts as well. Just take care when ordering, though, as there's an older model, simply called the Rebound, which is limited to landscape mode only. Like most iPad keyboards, the Rebound 360 has a hinged stand that allows you to adjust the viewing angle. However, the iPad itself is held in place by slotting it into a detachable magnetic case. This allows you to remove the iPad while it's in the case and rotate it between portrait and landscape modes as required, perhaps using portrait mode for typing or scrolling through long documents or web pages. You can also just remove the iPad while it's in the case and hold it in your hands when you want to use it as a tablet, and then attach it to the keyboard again when you need to get back to work. The only disadvantage of this design is that the keyboard is heavier than some of its rivals, weighing in at a full 1 kilogram. The keyboard is well built though, providing good protection for the iPad when you're traveling. There's a magnetic clasp to make sure that the screen isn't exposed accidentally, and the clasp can also be used to hold an Apple Pen or stylus in place as well. The trackpad is a little small, perhaps, but the keyboard itself is ideal for working on the move, with firm keys that feel smooth and responsive when you're typing. There's a row of function keys that can be used to adjust volume and brightness, play/pause for music and video, and activate the lock screen. Like most keyboards, the Rebound 360 has a function key that lets you adjust the level of the backlight, but there's also a key that lets you change the color too. If you get carried away with the colorful backlight, then the battery will only last for about 2 weeks, but you can extend that to around 3 months of daytime use without the backlight, and we like the fact that the backlight turns itself off automatically after 90 seconds of inactivity to help save power. At number 3. Logitech Folio Touch. The Folio Touch is the little brother of Logitech's Combo Touch. Both combine all-round protection for the iPad and a full-fledged keyboard with trackpad. Both have succeeded. The mounting of the iPad in the Folio Touch case is easy and the rubber corners keep the iPad secure at all times. The fit is good. Thanks to the connection via the smart connector on the back, the Folio Touch does not require its own battery or connection via Bluetooth. There is a row of iOS-specific keys along the top row offering a home button, volume control, a search key, and screen locking. The keyboard is firmly connected to the case, but if you do not need the keyboard, you can fold it onto the back of the iPad. Otherwise, the construction with the fold-out stand is identical to the Combo Touch. So, in addition to a position for the disc, it also offers a desk position for drawing. There is a loop to attach the Apple Pencil, which is a good solution because the pencil may detach if you only rely on the magnet. This is the main advantage over the Combo Touch. At number 4. Apple Magic Keyboard. Along with the Magic Keyboard for iPad Pro and the Magic Keyboard Folio, Apple makes one more keyboard for iPads called the Magic Keyboard. That's actually quite a confusing name because there is also a Magic Keyboard that is designed to be used with Macs. Although you can use the Mac version of the Magic Keyboard with an iPad, you can use any Bluetooth keyboard with an iPad. Of course, what sets the iPad version of the Magic Keyboard aside from the Mac keyboard is the fact that it's made for the iPad and it folds up to protect the iPad. And the main difference between this Magic Keyboard and the Magic Keyboard for iPad Pro and the Magic Keyboard Folio is that the latter comes in two parts so that the keyboard can be separated from the stand, while this model is one unit that folds up around the iPad when closed, providing wraparound protection for both the iPad screen and the back panel. At number 5. Zagg Pro Keys for iPad. The Zagg Pro Keys offers a combination of a robust protective case and a removable keyboard. The model we reviewed was for the iPad 10th generation, but their models for the 2024 iPad Pro and iPad Air are expected. The connection to the iPad is via Bluetooth, and due to the correspondingly necessary battery, the Pro Keys weigh between 450 and 650 grams, depending on the model. The protective cover has rubberized edges and offers fall protection from 2 meters. The protective case is connected to the keyboard via magnets. If you do not need the keyboard, you can remove it and still use the cover to protect the iPad. There is a compartment for the Apple Pencil. The layout of the keyboard corresponds to common compact keyboards, but the buttons are sufficiently large so it's not too compact for comfortable typing. In the top row are various function keys, including buttons to switch between two devices, the home button, a button to put the iPad into sleep mode, a button for an overview of all active apps, a globe to switch between emoji and a keyboard language, media control and volume. When you close the keyboard, it automatically goes to sleep. A backlight makes typing possible in low light. There are 7 background colors to choose from and the brightness can be controlled in 3 levels.